Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm your Russian-American makeup and beauty addict. I usually do reviews and tutorials of affordable and expensive makeup for Walmart, drugstore, various websites. I'll test it in my face, I'll pass the savings to you guys. This is one of those videos. I got a bunch of stuff from Beauty Creations. This is the stuff that just came up with the gel liners, the bases, and the pot liners. That's the ones in a pot. So I got a few of each of them. So we're going to be testing all of this on my eyeballs, and we're going to see how they work and if I like them or not. And you'll see what happens at the end. So if you guys are interested, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new video upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and also go live every Monday. Do follow me on Instagram, Twitter. The links are down in the description box, as well as my Patreon group. So like, comment, and let's get right into this. So of course this is a video about beauty creation stuff, the new releases I have. Teresa talked about this, my friend Teresa. Her channel is going to be linked here, as usual, as my good Judy. If you don't know what that means, look it up, Google it. Anyway. So yeah, on her releases and rants, she was talking about this. Everybody was excited about this release, and I said I was gonna get a few things, and I did. So I ordered it on March 27th. They shipped it on March 31st. So they literally shipped like 4 days later, and then I got it on the next day. So I looked them up. I had no idea where they're located, and figures, surprise, surprise, they're located in California. Well, they have a Mexican flag on their website, so I think the owner is Mexican. And I thought they were based in Mexico first. I don't know. So I looked it up. Says they're in Downey. Downey is like, we go shopping there in Walmart once in a while. Just for your information, useless information. Anyway, so yeah, so that explains it why it was so fast. So I'm very impressed with this. So everything is very inexpensive. They're comparable to Colourpop and Louise, I would say. So this bases, we're gonna go through every one of them. I'm gonna swatch them in my hand. So these are supposed to be Louise base, eye primer, tubes, and these are $4 each. Obviously very cheap. Like I said at the end of this video, I did a review of these too. And these are dupes from Louise from AliExpress. They're so like $2 something, so it's slightly cheaper, but I think you'll see the quality I think is better of this. They're very thick. So I ordered a few colors, not the whole thing, not the whole wheel, because I find it very necessary. If you have primary colors, you could create all the colors of the rainbow, and I ordered primary colors and white, but the pink is just extra because I like pink, so I had to have pink. So I'm gonna squeeze each one of them in my hand and kind of smoosh them around, and you'll see, like you see, I did the rainbow in my eyeballs because first of all I love rainbow and I could do rainbow all day long. Secondly, I wanted to test all of them, and the best way to test all of them is to do a rainbow in the eyes, obviously. So I'm just putting all of them. White, yellow, red. I'm gonna go pink and blue, and I'm gonna smoosh them a little bit. Smooshy, smooshy, blendy, blendy, like Teresa says. And the blue, the real pretty colors too. I almost got the green one and the purple, but I'm like, I don't really need them because when I mix them together, they create those colors anyway. So that's all of them unblended. So I'm gonna do a little smooshy smooshy. That's white. Shouldn't have put them so close together. That's yellow. And let's see, red. Red, pink. Pink is not as pink. I mean, it's pink, but I thought it was going to be more violet kind of pink. But it's okay. I'm happy with any pink. And blue. So as you can see, like pink and blue together, you can already see like a purplish violet there. So obviously yellow and red gives you orange, red and blue gives you like a purplish warm tone, blue and pink gives you more cool tone purple, and blue and yellow gives you green. I mean, the obvious. And also I didn't have to get pink. If you mix white and red, it's gonna give you pink. So it's literally, I'll have the whole rainbow right there. So I'm very happy with this. So that's that. So now I'm gonna show you the pot gel liners. Here's the thing, like they're very good. They dry on their own, so that's a big plus. Because some of these liners you get, they stay tacky and you have to set them, which I don't like. So that's a good thing. But the only thing I use them for is like to line something, outline. So black and white was the obvious choice, and pink for the same reason, because I like pink. But to me, it's like I don't see the reason to get all of them, you know. But maybe in the future, if I decide like I need more of them, I'll do it. I already washed, I mean, I didn't wash my brushes. My husband is washing them right now in the bathroom. So I'm gonna use another brush. I'll give him later. He's nice to me. He's very good. So he washes my brushes because he wants dinner. Because it's already dinner time. It's 7:17 now. I'm finishing this video. He's gonna be like, where is my dinner? So wash the brushes. You'll get dinner. Okay, so let's try the white one. Very opaque. Very pigmented. So that's a white. It's called Does Not Exist, because the white technically doesn't exist. It's a non-color color. Then we got pink. I'm gonna use the same brush because I'm not making more brushes dirty for my poor husband. John is gonna be working extra hard. Let's go party. Very appropriate. I haven't tried this yet because I used a lot of stuff on my eyeballs, but I did not. Ooh, girl, that's pretty pink. That's a real pretty pink. I like it. And the black one and the white one, I used both of them, of course. So I'm gonna show you the black. I'm gonna clean this brush on a paper towel. And we're gonna go into black. Very impressed. Again, you guys will see. Oh, it's so smooth. It's literally a pleasure to work with. They're so creamy and smooth, and they're dry. I mean, it makes me want to get more of this. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with them, honestly. I like pencils and the bases, but the gel liners, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them. So now I got these. I have a lot of these, to be honest, from Colourpop. I would show you, but I don't want to turn the camera. But I have like a bunch of these. I don't know if you can see. See, all of those are Colourpops. So it's like, for me to have extra of these, of all the colors I already have, it's like overkill. So I wanted just to try the colors that I use the most. I like to use white. I like to use black in my waterline. I like to use yellow. I like to use green. I like to use blue. Sometimes purple, but I have a lot of purples. I don't like to use like pinks, reds, oranges, because to me it looks like you have sick eyes, you know. I just don't like it. So we're gonna test this. So white, I use this in my waterline and it's still in there. It's like not moving anywhere. It's amazing. So let me, I guess I'll put it next to it. So if you're wondering what I'm wearing two watches, I'm just comparing. So this is my iWatch, Apple Watch. This one I had for a while, and it detects your heart rate, sleep. You can text message through it. Alarms, I love alarms because it buzzes. But as a fitness person, a workout person, although I have no knees anymore, I still can cycle, you know. So I love to see my heart rate accurately and how many calories I burn. And this thing is completely inaccurate. It's always off. This is polar. The only thing is, like, you can't see display all the time, so I have to like push the button. But it does give you time. If you raise it, it gives you time. Yeah, well, it did. The charge doesn't run out of this one as fast. It does pick up the heart rate, not as accurate, but it comes with a strap. I got a strap for this. So this is my birthday present. That's what I asked for from my husband. Now I'm wearing them both to compare, like the sleep accuracy, you know, the sleep tracking, to see which one I want to wear more often. So that's why I have two watches, if you're wondering. And of course they're both pink strap, because on Wednesdays we wear pink. And this is the Wednesday video. Oops. And let me know in comments if you know the reference. I don't know. I think everybody knows the reference, right? One of my favorite movies I can watch over and over and over again. And please don't try to make fetch happen. Alright, yellow one. Where is this video going? In all kind of places. So the white one is called Glam. This one is Lime Time. I haven't tried this yet. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. I like how creamy they are too. I might change my mind and get more of this SHIT. I love it. The green one is Shamrock because of Teresa. Had to get green. I have plenty of green for my waterline. I have Urban Decay, which is a bougie gift from my friends. And I have a color, not a Colourpop. Oh yeah, Colourpop, and I have LA Girl. And now I have Beauty Creations. I have Shamrock. Speaks of my Irish beautiful friend Teresa. And this is it. And the next one is gonna be Blue Denim. I can't wait to try this one. This oh girl, that's pretty. I'm freaking out. And the black one. And that's gonna be nice too. The black one, Outer Space. Outer Space. Like space, it's black, like a black hole, like my deep black holes. So that's my inner corners. This video is going places, definitely. All right, so we're gonna be, since I just applied them and I haven't tested them like for the test, dryness test. So the gel liners. Yeah, a little bit, but they dry. You know, I can attest you, like, it dries. Like I put the gel liner here, the butt liners, they dry on themselves. These gel liners, they're not movable, they're great. The only thing, like the bases you do have to set, but all of them like that. Yeah, they're tacky. Yeah, definitely tacky. So yeah, that's all of the stuff. So I highly recommend you guys. I mean, I already given this away. You probably want to see how I did this. Like, watch the tutorial. Don't skip this. Give me some watch time. I need it. Anyway, yeah. So the next clip, you're going to see me applying this and how did this look and all this story. It does say you can use it on the lips. I have not used it on the lips just because I forgot. Honestly, I could have done this kind of color on my lips. You know, good thought comes too late, but anyway, next I'll try it on my lips. Last time I tried a product like this on my lips, it was kind of a SHIT show. I got lipstick on my lips, excuse me. But anyway, where is this going? Yeah, last time it didn't work well because it was too creamy or something. So I like dry lipstick, you know, the liquid lipstick. So, all right, let's get into the application before you get bored of me. So I'm trying to use as many products as possible because I'm so excited to use all of them. Obviously I did this eye already, and yeah, we're gonna be doing this kind of rainbow matte look. I might add some sparkle later, but for now I just kept it rainbow just to be able to see what it actually looks like. So I'm gonna start with a black gel liner. After Dark. It's completely black. It was sealed very well, actually very impressed. And that metal seal, this kind of thing. So it means it can dry out, so which means it's not gonna be tacky, because a problem I have with some other gel liners, black ones, they don't dry and they stay tacky, so I end up setting them with black eyeshadows. So this one seems to be alright. So I'm just gonna use angled brush, detail brush, that's from Jessup. This is number 312. It's a little large, but we're gonna fix it later. So I'm gonna do this cat eye kind of look. For now, I only have primer and a little bit of like a flesh tone eyeshadow here, just like here, because that's the space, the negative space. So let's do this line. It's very smooth. So that's just the general shape. Now I'm going to take a small brush and we're going to clean this up, and I'm going to clean up with micellar water under and over, and I'm going to fix this up. So I'm just taking, this is like a paint brush. It came with oil paints that I have, like face paint. But it's so tiny, it's so good for this precision. So I can actually make it neat. Alright, so now I'm gonna take a micellar water and tiny Q-tip like this. And we're gonna just clean up around so it looks all more neat. I'll be back. It's a very tedious thing, so I'm not gonna do it on camera, and we'll continue. So I'm gonna start with the first one, the white base, white out. And I'm gonna put some on my hands and use a small brush. I use so many of those tiny brushes, but I kept reusing them, so I kind of messed them all up. So I took a clean one now. It's just I think it's a brow brush, a detail liner. 312 is another one. I'm just gonna place the white. I think I squeezed too much. I'm gonna place the white right here in a corner. It's not necessary for the rainbow, but I wanted to test all of them, so there it goes. So I'm gonna tell you right away, they're very liquidy, they're very fluid, so they're not thick enough to be, I think they're not gonna dry on themselves on their own, that's what I'm trying to say. But I don't think any of those bases do, like other brands. Like Louise base, I don't think they dry on their own either. So I'm going to add the yellow one on top. Yellow looks really pretty. This is called Limelight. So Limelight, I wouldn't call it lime, I would call it yellow. It's just a very bright yellow. That's the prettiest yellow ever. Again, very opaque, but it's very creamy, so I can't just like leave it like this. So I'm just gonna use a tiny sponge and blend it a little bit. I think it's faster this way. Now I'm gonna go into the blue. So I'm gonna use the brush that I used for the blue, I think. And I'm gonna place it next to yellow. And we're gonna create blue and green out of this. The blue is beautiful too. Very pigmented, very opaque, okay? I'm gonna start overlapping. Clean it on a paper towel. I'm going to dunk it into yellow again. And see if we can make it green here. I gotta say, the black still looks messy, but I'll clean up later. It's still a little tacky, but it doesn't really come off, so I think it dries on its own. So I would like to say that the gel liner dries, but the base stays tacky, so yeah. That's a no-go, and you need to set that for sure. So I'm gonna go for the pink, and this is Dare to be Bright. Again, color-based primer, Barbie pink, and it is Barbie pink. When I saw the name, I'm like, it calls my name. It's real pretty. So the same thing, I'm gonna put pink next to blue, and that's gonna be our transition into violet, purple. See how bright this is? I really like these bases. Next we're going to red, and this is Dare to be Bright color-based primer, Rockstar. Very pigmented again, they're all real nice. I'm very impressed with quality so far. Just another brush like this, any angle flat brush. I feel like it's the best match for this. That's a true red, really good. So I'm gonna end up with my least favorite color, which is orange. And of course, as you might understand, the orange is done with yellow. So I'm gonna put yellow back here. Okay, so it's time to set this. I'm gonna use my recent purchase from Monday video, Morphe Vanilla Greg palette, because it's got great bright mattes. And I'm tired of using bright matte. I'm not tired, but Beauty Bay, I still love it, but I wanna use my new purchase. So let's go to Inaudible Noise, white. Very decent, becomes very pigmented. So I just gotta go through all kind of small, skinny brushes to press the pigment in. Going to yellow from the same palette. I'm just going to all the rainbow colors. So I'm going to mix yellow with white a little bit, because yellow in this palette is really pigmented and dark, and I want this yellow to be as light as the base itself, and it's working. So I'm just gonna go with the same brush and going to the lime green. I'm mixing it with yellow a little bit. Alright, go into the blue next. I'm gonna go in between this and this, because they're both, one is too light, one is too dark, and I want this to be bright but not too dark. Okay, now we'll go into pinks and purples, so I'm gonna use the same brush for both, just different sides. I got cat hair on it, of course. What else is new? So I'm gonna go into this, this, and this, kind of like blendy, blendy. Smooshy, smooshy, like Teresa says. Oh, this is a pretty purple. I'm going to this one now. Create a perfect shade. I'm gonna dip into the pink immediately and go into the pink. It really makes everything stand out. Like every color becomes darker and brighter at the same time. So I'm being careful not to make it too dark, because it can be like a little too deep look and not light enough. That's why I keep dipping into lighter tones. Okay, I'm using another small brush. I'm gonna dip into between this red, this orange, and this light orange. That's pretty much it. That's gonna be the end of this eye look. I mean, the end of the top. I didn't know what to do for the bottom. I didn't want to do the same exact thing because it's like too much, right? Although there's no such thing as too much. But I wanted to go just like black and white on the bottom, so it's more graphic, and the top should be rainbow. And I really need some sparkle somewhere, so I might add some sparkle after I finish. So we're gonna go with the black liner over and clean up a little bit around it and draw this line a little thicker, because we want to align. Like here, I lined it a little more. So far, I'm very impressed with pigments. It sets easily. The palette itself, of course, is very good too. So let me do a little bit something here, finish it up, and I'll be back to show you the gel liners, the pencils, and we're gonna do the low lash line. So I'm using a white gel pencil for the waterline in the color Blanc. It's very white, it's very pigmented. I'm very impressed. I mean, I did the size, you can see it's very bright. So now I'm gonna go with the black gel liner for the low lash line, and I'm gonna smudge it and put the eyeshadow over. It feels very smooth, it doesn't tag or pull skin. It's very nice and soft. This is just a brush with nothing on it, just to give it a little movement. And then we're gonna go with the eyeshadow. And of course I'm gonna go into the black and gray. And then we're gonna finish it. I'm going to finish it after I do my base. So I'm just gonna go in between this and use a small gesso brush, one of my favorites for this kind of thing, 237 detail shader. And the same brush into gray, just to soften up the edge a little bit. Of course, then I'll wipe it off with the makeup wipe. So now that created kind of a uneven edge. So we're gonna clean that with a white gel liner. So this does not exist. That's what it's called. Does not exist. The white does not exist. So I'm using the liner brush. This is just a regular small liner brush going to the white liner. It's very neat actually. You can make real nice lines with this. Alright, I cleaned up a little bit for now, so I'm gonna go with the same black liner and a first skinny brush, and I'm gonna align my eyelid. So I got my Amazon lashes on already, and I'm gonna put some glitter on. So I used a little bit of Profusion glitter here in my brow bone, and this is one of those glitter liners, Dazzling Wings, and it's pretty iridescent. Now I'm using my favorite brand for glitter, Louise Cosmetics, because Louise is awesome. I'm going into black, and the color is gold, Majesty. And I needed something glittery, sparkly for this look. And when I tried a little bit of this, I'm like, this is it. That's what I was missing. So I'm going to add glitter everywhere on the black. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have put the eyelashes last, but oh well. Okay, I finished my look, so let me zoom in. So you can see the eyeballs. Here are the eyeballs. I'm very happy. It's a pretty rainbow. It's very matte, of course, because that was the idea, to test the bases, and it feels very set. It's not moving anywhere. It's not creasing at all. I mean, it's doing everything it's supposed to do. So I think it's a real high quality product. I'm very impressed, especially for the price. When I think how much you pay, $3-4 for everything. I mean, you can't go wrong. So yeah, the added glitter, of course, made a big difference. I put glitter in my inner corner because I needed something extra since everything else is matte. So yeah, we're rocking this look. If you guys are wondering, I'm wearing XX Revolution, the hydrating one, on my skin, and I'm also wearing XX Revolution concealer. I'm wearing Makeup Forever cream palette, which I had to try. This is from my haul video. There was a sale on BoxyCharm. I got it real cheap. Real good, real nice, so creamy, applies so well. Everything, the highlighter shade, I actually use it on my eyes too, and blush, I used it everything. Real nice. And then I used Natasha Denona Overall Glow for my highlight with a little glittery from Natasha Denona big palette on top. And this is color light, the first color. Yeah, this is a real pretty color. And it's very smoothing too, like it does not show texture on the skin, so that's amazing. And on my lips, usually I have questions for my lips. I tried a few things. First I tried this alone, and it was like too much. I like pink, but with this look for some reason I was like, it's just too gaudy. There's no such thing as too gaudy, as you can imagine, in my world, but this was too gaudy. So this is Oh My Dolly from Wet n Wild. I removed it, that's why I have a little bit residual pink. And I used Maybelline Loyalist on top. And I used a little brown lip liner to like get rid of the pink. And then I used Pout Bomb Revolution, the color Candy. I love this lip gloss, my favorite. It really is plumping and gives you a little like tingling feeling in the lips. I would say my final thoughts, I highly recommend this. For now, after the first use, I think they're excellent, very easy to use. These are only $4 each, so I got 5 of them. These are all $3 each. And the gel liners, I think they're real nice. Because some of these, like very thin ones, like NYX, the Jumbo one, it's very pigmented and very opaque. But the thin one, NYX, like looks like this, you know, like a regular pencil, is not as good. I feel like that one's kind of, it's a little watery, I would say. This one goes on thick and it stays in the waterline. My waterline still white the house. It really works. So I imagine the rest of them are going to work just as well. So I'm very happy with these. I might get more colors in the future if I really like them. But I still have LA Girl, and I got a lot of ColourPop in my collection. A lot of colors. So it's a really not a necessity for me. It was just to test them. But I think they're real comparable. For $3 you get this. ColourPop is like what, $5, $6? So you get half the price. The quality is just as good, if not better. I'm gonna link this in my description box so you can shop. I mean, you know where to go. Beauty Creations. I think they're real good. In California, you get them real fast in one day because they're based in California, actually. So yeah, I really like this brand. I'm excited to try some more stuff that I like these. I might shop more and get something else from them. So let me know what you guys think. Did you get those big wheels? You know, some people want to get the whole thing. It looks pretty, but to me it's just unnecessary. I'm more of a minimalist, I would say. So let me know what you think. Again, like this video. If you enjoyed it, give this big thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And also go live every Monday or sometimes other days, Sunday. So follow me on Instagram, Twitter, the links are down in the description box. Huge thank you to all my patrons. You guys are amazing. We have Telegram chat, and we have Facebook group, and I do extra lives for my patrons. They choose my look, so it's fun. Check it out if you're interested. The link to my Patreon group is down below as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!